Final Shape and Into the Light stick the landing in a way that just nothing else in Destiny, I think, in Destiny 2 at least, I think ever truly stuck the landing like those did. That was an amazing time. People who hadn't played in years were coming back to experience the end of the story,
I know.
right? You
It
get
was crazy.
Salvation's Edge, you get Onslaught, you get Pantheon. Pantheon is nothing's going to top that original Pantheon for me in terms of memories. It's incredible. It was the ultimate, you had to be there moment for me. And just how all of that has gotten squandered over the last couple of years through layoffs, through budget cuts. They fired the narrative team right after Final Shape. We remember that.
I mean, they fired him didn't they fire them like right before launch?
They laid a couple off right before lunch, but most of them were casualties in the big purge that happened in July
Oh,
of
right,
that
when they
year.
made what's that team that Sony moved them all to, LFG, Studio LFG or whatever?
I don't know,
Right.
but they laid a lot of them off because Robert Brooks, we talked about him on the show before. They were responsible for Crow's story largely. They are working on Project Orion over at CD Projekt Red now, or at least last I checked, they were. That is the follow-up to Cyberpunk 2077, by the way. I still follow them on socials, and they tweeted out today, basically, let this be a lesson. Don't kill the chicken that lays your golden eggs.
It's true.
And man, I've gone through it a few times. I'm ultimately sad, and at the same time, I think all of us can acknowledge the game was in such a bad state that this is an overdue mercy killing in a lot of ways. I just wish you
Yeah.
hadn't started a new saga before doing it.
Yeah, I still think like the smart thing to do would have been either pause after the episodes or have oh my gosh, the last one with Lodi. Oh my gosh. The
Edge of Fate.
expansion. Yeah, Edge of Fate. Thank you. Pause it like after that, and that would be like a kind of like a prequel kind of jump off point for whatever was next. And like, man, I don't know, man. I just, the Final Shape was so good.
It
And
was
like,
so good. The more that I look back on it, that's the end. That's the end of Destiny for me. I really enjoy Edge of Fate. That's one of my favorite campaign stories, not campaign experiences, campaign stories. But it's really, especially with this announcement today, retroactively hurts my opinion about that story.
yeah,
Knowing
because
that
now we don't,
I'm almost certainly never seeing that saga play out.
unless they do like small single player campaign style things, like Halo style almost. Like, I don't know if you're
Which,
ever
like,
going to
I
see
would
that.
be fine with, but I just, that would be so far off at this point.